Hey there riders, I thought I'd do a rundown on the new Honda Transalp XL750 after covering the new V-Strom 800DE the other day. Needless to say, if you've been hanging out for the Africa Twin 750, this is it, and 2023 will be a good year for the mid-capacity adventure machine. This isn't the first appearance of this particular power plant either. It was first released in the Hornet as a Unicam 270-degree crank parallel twin. 755cc's of course, producing 67.5 kilowatts or 90 horsepower and 75 newton meters of torque, which isn't bad when you consider the full 1100 Africa Twin only produces 100 ponies, even if there's an additional 30 newton meters of torque. That 270-degree crank should dispel most complaints about boring parallel twins too, while less torque will make the Transalp a more manageable machine, if perhaps at the expense of some extra top-end thrills. The Unicam head design comes from the CRF 450R, which keeps the engine compact with no balancer drive gear, thanks to the primary drive gear also running that balance shaft. Vortex flow ducts are run with downdraft intakes and 46mm throttle bodies, while cylinders are NISIC coated, as on Honda's performance machines. An assist and slipper clutch is also run with FLS discs, apparently reducing drag torque by 30%, making for a lighter lever and easier upshifts. Fuel economy is quoted as 23 kilometers per litre, which means up to 390 kilometers out of the 16.9 litre tank, which isn't enormous, but that range will do the job, and obviously that keeps top heavy weight down. Electronics are also strong, starting with throttle-by-wire, or ride-by-wire as most people call it, that branches into 5 ride modes, engine power modes, adjustable engine braking, Honda Selectable Torque Control, and integrated Wheelie Control. 4 ride modes run presets within those settings, while the 5th is rider customizable and aptly named User Mode. The standard ride modes are Sport, Standard, Rain and Gravel, which is pretty self-explanatory, and settings are viewed via a 5-inch TFT display. Honda smartphone voice control is also available for Android and iOS, but you'll need a compatible comm system to make use of it. Additionally, the ABS has an off-road mode which deactivates the rear ABS, but is only accessible in user mode, where I'd have assumed gravel mode would probably also have that rear ABS turned off as well. Naturally, the bike receives its own tune for that ride-by-wire system, with a bit more focus on touring compared to the Hornet's Roadster tune. Like the Hornet, an A2 restricted tune will also be available for beginner riders over in Europe. I can't spot any mention on gearing though, whether primary or final. On the chassis side of things, we'll start with the 850mm seat height, which can apparently be lowered to quite a low 820mm with the low seat, where the standard height seat looks like it'll probably offer easy grip with your knees while standing on the bike. Bars are also tall and wide, swept back to the rider, and the pictures show a roomy standing stance with easy reach to those bars, while sitting likewise has a little angle down towards the bars for what appears to be an average size rider, but a more active than relaxed seating position between that seat and pegs. This will all vary of course between riders. A steel diamond frame is run, weighing 18.3 kilos, which Honda says is 10% lighter than that on the CB500X, which isn't exactly a light machine. However, the other point they mention, strength, is probably the more important one. The integrated heavy-duty subframe is also steel, but mainly hidden away under that bodywork. The swing arm is apparently from the same castings as the CRF 1100L, but in an aluminium exclusive to the Transalp. Honda also boasts premium suspension with 43mm separate function Showa forks, running 200mm of travel, while the Showa shock runs the ProLink linkage. Both only offer preload adjustability however, meaning you're going to have to upgrade to the Africa Twin for a more adjustable suspension loadout. There is 190mm of travel at the rear though, with ground clearance at 210mm in total, which is pretty generous. Brakes meanwhile are a balanced setup with 3 10mm wave rotors on the front and dual piston front calipers. The rear is a 256mm wave rotor, and that's mated to a single piston caliper by way of comparison. No doubt a setup aimed at control over outright power. Spoked wheels are a 21 and 18-inch combo with a 90x90 front and 150x70 rear in tyres, with either Metzler Karoo Street or Dunlop Mixed Tours fitted, and you'll be running tubes. Other features include full LED lighting and the emergency stop signal system for the rear indicators, which flash under emergency braking conditions. Auto cancelling is also run, so you may need to screen your old tweets. Oh, no, sorry, that compares wheel speeds to decide whether to cancel those indicators. Also standard is a rear carrier plus USB socket under the seat. Colour options are matte iridium grey metallic, matte ballistic black metallic, and Ross white tricolour. and the bike weighs in at 208 kilos with the Honda HISS system offering a bit of security. Of course, what's going to be a telling point with the Transalp 750 is the price it lands at, as I'd have said traditionally Honda bikes carry a bit of a premium overall. And while that could be attributed to build quality or even Honda reliability, I feel it's definitely there. Even the Africa Twin's price has crept up since launching. As it stands, it'll be competing with the new V-Strom 800DE, the Tenere 700 or T7, and the Touareg 660. While I'd have said bikes like the 890 Adventure R and even Norton 901 are really up in Africa Twin territory, so not direct competitors. I mean, the Transalp isn't going to be the same price as an 890 Adventure R, right? But what do you think of the latest offering from Honda? Are they onto a winner? Will you be ordering one and going on some adventures in 2023? And if so, what colour? Or do you reckon they've missed something? Let me know in the comments, and as always, stay safe out there and thanks for watching. If you're still here, consider subbing or hitting like.